Tonight is a dark and stormy night to watch a movie. So welcome to what is going to be a rather interesting, extraordinary experiment, should we say. This is a first run trial of what will be potentially something ongoing. Here we have the lovely Deborah Hyde, we have Peter Laws, we have Bethan Briggs-Miller and myself here. We're going to create a commentary of a film that we've chosen collectively, and you can listen along with us. So when we say go, I'll hit play here on this video in our watch party, and then you can hit go on your player at home, and you can watch and listen to our commentary as the film progresses for you. And so this is going to be a fun experiment. Hopefully you're going to be here for the ride, and there's going to be many more to come. So I guess as we go down the countdown of 3, 2, and 1, let's kick into what is going to be our first episode. It is the paranormal. It is the Amityville horror, The Evil Escapes, which is Amityville 4. Now, I've not seen this, and many of us haven't seen this in this group today, so Peter has made this recommendation, so we're jumping in with this. It's got some quirky moments to watch out for, so we're going to make it entertaining and light and fun.
Amusing horror movie for sure.
Okay, amusing horror movie for sure. So shall we hit play and go for the ride, okay? Okay, so 3, 2, and a 1.
Yay.
Oh, 3D graphics.
I found the original Amityville horror film and the book actually pretty scary.
The book was terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I said to you guys just before we started, I couldn't get out of bed one night because I was too scared to go for a wee. I mean, it was really...
And that's serious.
Those windows
stops
are
your
so
urination.
Iconic.
Yeah.
It didn't stop the urination. I just couldn't get up to do it.
Oh, okay. They've changed
You let it brew.
The people who live in this house now, they've deliberately changed the windows to square so they don't look like these scary eyes. I've turned the volume down, by the way, on my video, so it's not too
intrusive.
That's a good idea.
Did it depress or inflate the cost of the house?
I think it deflated it for a long time.
All right, so it's not an investment. It probably is now. But...
It might be now.
I think even the house next door had trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about the house next door. I didn't hear about that. Skip Schooling. What a name.
Skip Schooling, the editor.
But yeah, it's because it's not just a supposed haunting case, but of course it's like a whole family being murdered in there. So that kind of puts people off. So it affects price.
Yeah, it's probably the murder more than the haunting.
So it's obviously ran through the cast here. It's actually got quite a small cast compared to most mainline picture films. Was this released as a kind of B movie and then a kind of smaller budget, but building on what the other ones have?
Yeah. So I think you saw Sandor Stern there. He wrote the screenplay for this. He also wrote the screenplay for the original, the 1979 version.
All right.
Well, there's a lot of priests. Father.
Yeah.
Father.
Real New England accent.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite a nice shot.
That's a nice shot. Yeah. All the flies.
Flies it down.
Directed by Sander Stern.
Yeah, that's him. So that's the screenplay for the original. Oh, see the cobweb.
Mm-hmm.
This does not look like the house from the original film, the interior.
And they're prepping up.
It's smaller.
You're right. That is a lot of priests.
Yeah.
And they got a young priest and an old priest.
What's a collective noun for priests?
A phalanx of priests when they turn up in this kind of formation.
Yeah, phalanx. Not a phallus of priests.
No,
priests.
hopefully not. That does happen. But hopefully not in this case.
Yeah.
I might Google it.
Oh, check out the black blood coming from the walls. This is poltergeist activity. Or stage hands.
I recognize one of the priests.
Do you?
That young... Oh, heck.
That was quite good, actually.
Oh, couldn't even see the piece of string that pulled that.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's really getting into it.
Home Sweet Home, not so much.
That's right. Oh, that door's got a weird hinge.
Oh, it's throwing everything.
Somebody's left the gas on. In our present circumstances, that's not good.
You can see so far the poltergeist hasn't actually sought to interact with them, just kind of dance around them. But...
Yeah, just putting a show on, isn't it? Do poltergeists do this? Just show off?
Oh wow, look at that lamp.
That's quite a nice lamp.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if it was haunted. I would still have it.
Him, I recognize him.
Yeah, I recognize him.
Was he the cop of Roswell?
Oh, I don't know.
Why do demons only understand Latin?
Yeah, they're really old-fashioned classicists,
Yeah.
really. Hey up.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Oh no, is this the lamp?
That's a lamp, yeah.
No. Is that the lamp?
Is that the lamp?
Well, isn't this all about a lamp that gets
Yeah.
haunted?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So I
That's
think-
a lamp.
I've got a feeling
Cheeky
that's
sod.
the lamp. That's a bed, by the way.
So I've got the Wikipedia up on my right on the screen here, and it says filming locations. It says the replica of the original Amityville house was located at 402 East M Street, and it says they added that as a whole facade to a different house to make it look like it. And so the interiors here were filmed at the alternative house.
Oh, right. Is that in Queens or Brooklyn or something?
It says Wilmington, California.
Oh, okay.
If anyone's interested, I found a collective noun for priests.
Oh, yeah, what is
yes.
it?
There's a few. There's a mass.
Makes
Mass
sense,
priests.
yeah.
A discretion. My favorite one. A lechery. A lechery. of priests.
Lechery.
Yeah.
Priests.
Or a
Lechery of priests.
superfluity.
These all are too liquid based.
Oh, yeah. Bit viscous.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a smaller set than the original film. I mean, they've got a smaller budget, I suppose.
Yeah, it's much, much smaller.
It
It's
says
gone.
the,
Oh.
Maybe it's laying low.
Hmm.
it's laying low for now.
He must
He's-
have the spiritual gift of discernment, as they say.
Yeah, he's trying really hard to be inscrutable, isn't he?
Yeah,
And-
yeah. Eyebrows up and down. Maybe he can't see flies.
Oh my God, that
that.
jewelry.
The
Look at that
lady's got a
cat head lamp.
woodworking class around her neck.
Oh, crikey, yeah. Have you seen that cat head lamp?
Oh yeah.
What? Oh my God. That's
Grotesque
amazing.
and awesome.
Oh, do you remember those flasks, those tartan flasks?
Yes, I see it in the background, yeah.
Yeah, you used to drop them and
They
because were
have
made
got
of
a lot of
glass.
lamps.
Ah. What's so funny about it?
That's perfect.
She's cool.
I like her.
I have a feeling something horrific's going to happen to her, though, Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. It says
So-
the,
So go on.
I was going to say, it says the exteriors for Alice Leacock's house were filmed at the James Sharp House in California, and the house is in a historical Italian villa built in 1890.
Oh, right.
It does not back onto the oceanside cliff as depicted in the movie. Instead, it actually backs onto the freeway.
Oh, okay. Very old house by Californian standards, then.
Yeah.
Maybe. Get an
Oh,
exorcist.
she cut herself.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the costume designer really liked big jewelry, didn't she?
Yes, very much. Oh, look.
Ugh.
The evil is in her finger now.
I mean, you go to hospital with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the UPS man.
Oh, is this the lamp's new home?
No, I don't think it is. I think she's just got pricked by it.
Yeah.
She's rushed home with her shell suit or whatever that is.
So
That is one
where's
heck
this-
of a shell suit.
So when is this
Yes.
based? So I guess Amityville.
Oh, is it? Did she buy it?
I guess so, and it's just been shipped to her. It certainly is.
Thanks very much.
Bloody well is.
Well, you're ugly. Get out my house. Peacock. They must have thought, like, after kind of three films where everything's set in the house, you do have to kind of start mixing up the franchise a little bit. It's like, okay, well, let's stick it in an object, so we can get. It's the only way we can get out of the house.
Nice house.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a nice house. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like the Practical Magic house, the house I'm in love with.
Ah.
Looks like Evil Dead
all
there,
that.
the hand cam.
I was thinking, yeah, Evil Dead style, the spirit of the demon creeping up on her.
What's she doing to them plants?
Well, I do declare.
It's the musical instrument of the spiritualist.
It's the demon telling her that you shouldn't put magenta plants next to yellow plants because they look vile together.
Yes. Oh, is this near their house?
Is that a bit of Irish music they're shoving in?
Yeah.
Ourselves an Irish ghost.
There's no Irish ghost.
Is this pan flute thing trying to kind of evoke the whole Indian burial ground thing? From the first film, they talked about the house being built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was loads of things the first film talked about.
Which was the one with Meg Ryan in it? Was it Amityville 3?
3D,
Oh,
which is not that good of a film, to be honest. Apart from one amazing scene where they see a daughter, I think, who's dead, and she comes to speak to them, and then
she just comes in and is like soaking wet and goes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then later it finds out she's just died, just drowned. Ooh,
Oh,
that's not a spoiler.
good.
This kid's cool.
Oh, and of course these, it has to be, those pesky kids.
Yes.
Oh, pesky kids.
I'd have gotten away with it too.
These sorts of films always have, these 80s horror films have that type of car in it.
And in brown too.
Yeah, that wooden.
Yeah, the big old
side.
saloons with the really soft
Yeah.
What's it called? Suspension.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Oh, so she's the grandmother.
Yeah. Look, there's grandma. Woo!
Oh, that
He's
kid's
really into
hair.
grandma. Wow. Oh, did you see has he got green jeans?
Get ourselves a nice MILF there. You notice she seems happy. The hay there.
What, the grandmother or the?
Oh,
no, the other one.
that actress is Patty Duke, who was in the Killer Bee film with Michael Caine, The Swarm.
No.
Oh yeah.
I have a soft spot for.
Oh yeah. That was that from the 70s. That's sort of a bee panic.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And at the end of the film, there's a disclaimer that says the bees depicted in The Swarm are African bees and bear no relation to the industrious American honeybee.
Remember, don't anger the bees, Peter.
That's right.
Well, I think bee advocates everywhere were really upset about the bad name that the bees were getting. Yeah.
Yes, so they blamed African bees, basically, which is pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy, I'm loving this kid. He's like, Grandma, whoa, he's got a bird.
He's easily pleased, isn't he? Bless him.
Yeah.
NAS for this kid.
I'm liking they've got like this troubled young girl. Is she going to unlock the
She does
spiritual...
have a poltergeist girl look about her, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's either going to be the first to get attacked or going to be the one it likes. Just guess.
Oh, he's going to latch on to. Yeah.
I think so. Oof.
What's she
going to sacrifice the bird.
Yeah, straight in. No messing about.
See the mum there with the collar sticking up. Is that a thing people do now? That fashion? Shirts, collars up?
Oh, not now, hopefully. You'd have to go and help someone if they'd done that, wouldn't you?
He's got green jeans as well.
Yeah. Are those patches?
Yeah.
No, it's like faded.
Oh.
Oh dear. Cat. That's a bad sign. What's going to happen to that cat?
There's a website, does the cat or the dogs live? So.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a term in screenwriting called save the cat, where yeah. So if you save the cat, it's a big sort of plot twist. So there's the cat.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I'd be nervous about that glass ball on top. It's just resting on there if you knock it. It's definitely got a kind of folksy fairy tale body look to it.
Yeah. God, he's excited about the cat.
Pepper, the cat's like, oh crap, not you
The cat,
again.
I can tell.
I remember what you did last summer. That girl is into this lamp. Peroxide.
And the oldest-
Peroxide. They always put peroxide and stuff.
Is
in
that
it.
what you're supposed to put on a injury?
Well, apparently. Ooh,
Oh.
ooh.
Is the demon's face in there? I can't see anything, can you? It's glowing.
See, she's connecting with it.
Yeah. Pretenama. Oh, I would like to live by the sea like that, you know.
Yeah, that is a lush
hike
place to
cliff,
live.
Sure.
Oh, they're right
Really
on the
nice to hear
edge.
the waves.
Wow, I'd be
That's
nervous
where
about.
anything now.
Yeah, that'd crumble.
Yeah. Look at that lovely phone.
I was just thinking about that. It's
Yeah.
horrible, isn't it? It's absolutely horrible.
It's like ox blood.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm looking at all their jars.
yeah.
I do like a good 70s. Oh, what do you call it? That's sort of Formica.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. It's
So
rancid,
is this
isn't it?
film? Is this film set in the 70s, but made in the 80s? Is that right?
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
This is.
It's made in
Mind you,
1989. So
actually, yeah, made in 1989, but you're right. I suppose it can't be that long after whichever was the last one. Amityville 3.
Yeah.
but Amityville 3 had an 80s feel to it. I mean, the kids were wearing quite 80s
Yeah.
clothes.
And
She's
you've got the older
amazing
daughter's
eyes.
perm. That kind of puts it more 80s-ish.
Oh.
It's true.
Oh, look, she's a widow. She's struggling. Yes, that's true.
It is. Otherwise, I got 1 year left.
45, that's different, but 42. If you want to live beyond 45, that's definitely immoral. Is that the principle? Because I should be dead by now. Oh. I love it how in these kind of B-movie type films, when the actors and actresses just kind of just say, I'm just gonna act. I'm gonna take this part seriously.
I like it when you see an over enthusiastic extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you see
Somebody
an
in the
extra
background trying to...
yeah, really going for it.
Did you hear the granny there? It was she's talking about the kid. She says, "Look, what sort of haircut is that?"
Is that the son?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, look. You're in denial.
Well, she
you
can
are.
talk. Hers is very similar, actually.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he's just idolizing her.
Oh, the lamp doesn't like talking about the haircut.
The lamp may be picking up on the tension. Maybe that's what's fueling. Kill the bird.
Yeah, the bird's going to be the first to go.
It's one way of starting the tension. Oh.
Hello.
I wonder what they're doing out of frame to that cat to make it look so leery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going, what is that cat having waved at it?
Mm. Cat
It's
seems
wafting
pretty
cat
chilled
notes
out
out
about
there.
demons.
Can't say the same for the bird.
And so the question is,
Was it
is this
floating?
demon? No, I think it's just like panning down. Is this demon just wanting to cause trouble, or animals just can't handle its presence?
I think it's drawing on the energy of the animals to make itself more powerful.
This
Yeah.
is weird. Did you see that? That little
The little
that
thing
went in-
running in the, yeah.
Surge, a little bubble.
Oh, it's got in the kettle.
I want to go back to the cat because I think I quite like the print on the cushion.
Oh well. Oh, did you hear that?
What was that?
The radio's playing her special song with her and her widow.
Ah.
She's
Oh.
taking that as a nice symbol that Frank maybe. Oh crap!
Gosh, you don't have much luck with her hand, is she?
Ooh,
Oh no, no, she
That's-
isn't actually.
it's waving
Bleeding
about
out
for the
its blood.
camera.
Why
Let's
did
put
people
some peroxide on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why
Great
did people
confused
put the little
face.
fruit decals on their tiles? Why do people do that?
That's a
Sort
it
of
look
thinking the house is moving.
homely. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was going to be dead.
Oh right, he might be possessed.
Maybe. Oof.
So I'm assuming that in the morning she'll take the top off and the bird will be in the bottom of the cage.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
She's done a shoddy job of covering that up.
She really
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
If that bird's not dead in the morning, I'll be really gutted.
Mm. The birds actually want it to be dark at night.
Yeah.
It
think
stops
so,
them.
yeah.
It stops them making a noise because they think it's night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they might not sleep, they're just there.
Oh, there's the
Petrified.
cushion.
Oh,
And
is
it
that the
was
one you
okay.
liked?
Yeah, and it was okay. Yeah.
Oh, good. They've got the bandage on the right hand. That's professional. Oh, look,
Oh,
he's
is
right there.
that?
That's a dead husband. Dead
Oh.
at 42. It's no age. Oh, crap.
Is he meant to be 42?
Yeah. People looked older in the olden days.
They did.
Yeah. Would you find that comforting or terrifying if you saw a loved one?
I think I'd still be terrified, I have to say, if it was a lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. That wouldn't be an easy thing to see.
You startled me. You know you're supposed to.
Yeah, that kid's creepy.
Yeah.
How old is she supposed to be?
Just for tonight. Okay?
She looks
No
like 10 or
house.
11, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, why don't they put the bird in the room with her and then everything will be
Oh,
okay?
for company, yeah.
She'll have company. Yeah,
That's very,
good.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
The house is more beautiful than frightening, I'd say. The actual Amityville
Yeah.
house does have a character of menace about it. This one is just
Yeah.
nice.
Does the demon have a name? Does it have a character, or is it just performing random events of evil?
It's not like Pazuzu and The Exorcist where it's got an actual identity, as far as I know. It's just a.
You notice
think
how
it's meant to be more
demons are
than
never
one.
called.
So is it meant to be more than one demon in Amityville?
Can't
Yeah.
remember actually.
Yeah, I think it's kind of lots of things. Oh!
Oh, that is creepy. Fair play.
Uh,
I thought it was
I
going to be.
thought she just hadn't waxed her arm, but
Yeah,
Well, and
Well,
grown an extra one.
yeah.
a daughter of sleeping with her. Uh-oh.
Long thin corridors are creepy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of you know, you've got nowhere to run. It's coming
Mm.
from one direction. All you've got is the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
what do
I'm
you
on the
think?
IMDb trivia.
So this is the girl talking to the lamp. Yes, of course.
It's like Mr. What's It in The Exorcist, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, Captain Howdy.
Captain Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Mr. What's It is another way of describing him.
Mr.
Oh, it's a dad.
Oh, so it's, or it could be pretending to be her dad.
Yes, yeah. I
Oh,
think
apparently
it
you
is.
know the rites of exorcism.
What?
That's pretty creepy, though.
Oh.
He can't ever come back.
That sort of stuff does tug my heartstrings a bit. You know.
Kids trying to get their dads back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the idea of a kind of demon, ghost, or whatever manipulating the child's emotional loss.
Yeah.
I'm not really a dad. I'm Captain What's It.
Oh, the flies.
Oh, are they inside?
Looks like it.
Kind of cool touch. Oh, she's smoking a cigarette. This idea of like haunted objects, I think in 1989 it wasn't that big in the paranormal world, or sorry, at least in films. Although there was around this time Friday the 13th, the TV series, which weirdly didn't follow Jason Voorhees, but instead it had haunted like antique objects. So it could have been influenced by that.
Okay.
Oh. Well, there's psychometry, which is a supposed psychic art where you can touch objects and you can infer things about them because they've got this energy from them. So,
Okay, yeah. Oh,
They're not handling this very well, are they?
no, they're not. Oh, you've got to have a maid or a cleaner to come in, so then they'll sense it more than everyone else, and then something bad will happen to the maid, and then they'll quit.
They always know about it from some deep personal family tradition.
Yeah. And also, why don't people in films just clean their own houses?
I feel like you need like cleaners are sort of maids are kind of like Star Trek red shirts, I suppose. They're kind of disposable characters you could put into the scenario and then do with them what you want.
Isn't it illegal aliens discovered in the house? You'd see it on the newspaper.
Is that what it's in the what? Discovered in the what? House?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting touch. That's deliberate.
In the 80s,
illegal alien.
I didn't see the paper, but in the 80s, there were things like the National Enquirer and all that kind of stuff. Oh, actually, not a respectable broadsheet like that. But there were these little tabloid things, and they didn't do celebrity gossip. They just did ridiculous stories about aliens.
Yeah. Like the best. Vampire babies
great.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some really good knits going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's got, what's it? It's got a bird on it.
It's a bit violent for a cardigan, isn't it?
Yeah. It's nice how female driven all this is. You know, there's no like men apart from this kid with his calculator watch.
Oh, has he got a Casio watch on?
Yeah. She's just gonna warm up the oven. That can't mean anything but trouble.
This is something you only see in American kitchens as well, is that people have curtains. And over here, we know that in a kitchen, you're likely to set fire to curtains.
Oh, clever, yeah. Uh-oh.
I didn't see that coming.
No, me neither.
Is it going to be in the microwave?
Yeah, that'd be awesome if it is.
Yes!
Wow, that's so neat. Thanks, Grandma. Awesome reaction.
That poor bird.
So how did
sorry, we're all laughing.
How did the poltergeist did it open it? I'm just trying to imagine the bird floating and getting stuffed into the microwave or whatever it was.
I was imagining more of like a Beauty and the Beast, where the furniture's alive and the lamp just took it over there.
Oh, weird, crept along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's got arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It kind of has a bit of a vibe of almost like a Hallmark movie, like a Christmas movie.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
A light kind of
soft
drama.
focus. Yeah.
I want to hear more from the kid in the back. I think he's found.
I mean, everyone's tense, aren't they? You got to have this sort of tension in these haunted house films. It's not often just a perfectly happy family.
Yeah, something unresolved or something. Yeah, or miserable.
Grandma be okay? Don't you worry. Grandma be just fine.
He looks like one of the Stray Cats. Do you remember them?
Is that a band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish they seems to come back.
Do we know anything about this actor? Did he end up in something? And then Star Trek or something, did he?
What is the kid's name?
Not sure.
I've got the cast up, you see.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, see if you can find out if he did anything else. I feel like he recognized.
Oh,
him.
you know that priest that I said? Oh, he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right. He was in. What else was he in? Oh, I've gone down the IMDb rabbit hole.
So where is this now? Where are they? Is this the school?
This might be where she works.
Okay.
Castlefield College.
Oh, I forgot there was Amityville 3D. 1983.
I'll move that into the attic. How could I have made such an awful mistake?
See, she's getting older. She's questioning herself. It's not her fault.
She's too old to stay in focus. You see how soft?
She might have requested that in her contract.
Oh my God. Which one of you said was that kid in Star Trek?
Me?
Yeah. He's
Was
been
he
in Star
really?
Trek. Deep
Which
Space
one was
Nine,
Deep Space Nine?
Voyager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recognize his face.
What was his name?
In Deep Space Nine, he was Nog.
Oh, really?
And in
right.
Star Trek Voyager, he was Car.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Perhaps he was in heavy makeup.
Possibly, yeah.
So you got the older and the young priest, a la The Exorcist. But then they both seem to be full of faith, unlike The Exorcist.
Nog was a Ferengi, so he was very heavily in makeup.
Right, yeah. So I think I've seen him in interviews or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well spotted though.
He knows that evil has escaped.
See, that's what the priest looks like now.
Yeah.
The one I'm on about. You probably recognize him.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the lamp? I wonder why they chose lamps. Like, do you class lamps as scary or?
Well, they're quite often involved with the Illuminati, aren't they?
Oh, lamps.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
Sorry, that's the best I could come up with at short notice.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
I suppose when they were sitting around the desk, saying that which object can we pick? And they're like, we're going to do toaster, we're going to do Hoover, and then lamp. And then you think, well, actually, with a lamp, you can just crank the lights up a bit and make it flicker. There's lots of ways you can make it sentient.
It's more menacing than a Hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got all the Amityville books here, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Oh,
Well, you were prepared for this.
yeah.
It's Helen Rice, soon to be Helen Earth.
Hell on Earth.
Yeah, he just said it was the buyer was Helen Rice.
That's
a very nice fireplace.
Yeah.
Mm.
there's something to be said that these sorts of films are kind of like Christian propaganda, in the sense that they're one of the few places in culture that keep saying the answer is the church. Everyone's rejected the church and you think you can get by without it.
Yeah.
But when the demons come calling,
we are the only
need
people
us.
with the tools. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, I mean,
Who
The
are you gonna call?
Exorcist in general was a really, really conservative movie.
Yeah, hugely. Quite a big recruitment tool.
This was The Omen as well. It was. Would this have been bang smacking Satanic Panic?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, it would 89.
Yeah.
And this is what, and Christians could almost support a film like this just because it was basically showing a reality that they thought was true. Like don't mess with demons, bad things will happen, but prayer and the clergy can help.
Yeah. So certainly a reality that was really plausible.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been consulted for anything, Peter, as a minister?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like
Of
TV
like
and
yeah, a couple of times, yeah. Been asked to go into places and do, yeah, like particularly with like people seeing horrible things. But normally, we've kind of involved a GP and helped them psychologically, but offered prayer if they wanted, but not just that, because sometimes people just need a doctor.
Here's an apple kid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, prayer reduces anxiety as well if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
part
exactly.
of an overall treatment plan.
Yeah. I blessed a MOT garage once. I was asked to do a blessing on it for someone I knew, so I did.
Oh.
And they put on sandwiches and everything, and then I got free MOTs for 6 years after that. Praise the
Oh,
Lord.
that's fantastic.
Yeah. And it became one of the best, most successful MOT garages in that city. So I like to
just
think.
imagine, did it have a poster of you with a thumbs up on there?
Yeah, 100% blessed. Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
cat
jeebus.
Oh, it doesn't look good, does it?
Well, I like this kid.
Yeah, that was good.
Just like, hey,
Yeah.
man, this is
Oh.
cool.
Just remember, don't play with chainsaws at home, kids.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or do you find
Oh.
like a really neat like garage satisfying to look at? Look at all those
yeah, very.
screws and everything was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Look at that.
Just drop it. Oh, wow. I love his facial expressions. So this ghost is definitely just manifesting through objects.
Oh no, not the jam.
He went for the jam.
Not the potatoes and onions. What the hell are you doing?
I have a feeling that the maid is going to get it.
Go
You're
on,
going to
chop
have
her
to
head
pull
off.
the power.
Go, go,
Yeah,
go, go,
yeah,
go.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, crap.
what
Achilles
is that coming?
tendon.
Why doesn't he just
Something's-
like let go?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too early in the film for a decapitation, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Oh, cool.
Oh, that maid
Check
is
this woman out.
hardcore.
Back, creature, back. Back, Satan.
Wow, she had some cojones there.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, sorry about that. It's kind of got carried away.
There are nail files in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sure it did.
Oh,
Brian, don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying, Grandma. It started by someone pretending to use it, and it started by itself.
It can't start by
this must be a genuine problem in kind of hauntings where people are getting blamed for things and the frustration of going, I didn't do anything here. This is not fair.
A mistake is human, but a lie is the devil's work.
Oof.
It doesn't lie.
Oh.
But how do you explain all this?
I don't know, Mother, but I don't begin by calling my grandson a liar. Amanda?
Wow.
Walt Reed, come by and take a look at this. And the kettle. And then that old lamp, it's been doing funny things lately.
Did the mom check if her mom was okay?
Yeah.
I mean, she has just like
Yeah.
almost been
That's a bit
attacked.
rude, isn't it?
but-
Yeah.
And she fell down the stairs.
Did she like twist her ankle? It's like there was a bit of a zone, like a zoom in on that.
Yeah. She seems pretty resilient, this grandma.
I'm
Wow.
impressed with the maid.
Yeah.
She's got like a Ripley vibe going on.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Oh, she's got a highlighter. I like nothing better than researching with a book and a yellow highlighter. It's one of the best
Does it make you
things.
feel powerful?
It does. I just love it.
What color
She's got-
highlighter do you prefer?
Yellow. Yes, yellow like that. Yeah. I love her glasses. Oh, look, the light's glowing.
She looks familiar as well.
She's dressed like kind of Dracula or something.
Yeah, that red kind of velvet dressing gown.
Yeah.
I was thinking Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, I was thinking Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's more like it. Yeah. That's her hero.
Not after your brother played with the chainsaw.
Yeah. That's not an answer, is it?
She seems quite intuitive, this girl, though.
Yeah. think this may have been made for TV. You know.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Wikipedia as a TV movie.
Mm.
I think she knows that now.
She's got fringe maintenance.
My mother? That's one of her ways you could have
A fringe maintenance budget. Or...
Yeah, no, it's I know the feeling. You just have to keep like sort of touching the fringe. Yeah. It's just... Yeah, that's
there
definitely
are lots
Hugh
of
Hefner.
lamps in this house.
Yeah, there's loads of lamps. To be honest, I mean, this going to want to sound offensive or anything, but like I sometimes struggle if I go to someone's house and they don't have any lamps.
Yeah.
You want some
that
ambient kind of lighting, don't you? Yeah,
have you ever been around someone's for dinner or something, and you go in and they just like all the kitchen lights are on, or everything's
they've just got the big lights on.
Yeah, the big lights. Yeah, exactly.
I've been to parties where there's no music and no ambient lighting. It's
yeah. What's that about?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
I got some lamps.
Looking for Mrs. Helen Royce?
She's not in.
Do you have any idea what time she'll be back?
When I was growing up, I became quite enamored with America. Well, I still am. I still quite like America, but I used to think, oh, why can't we get our groceries in a brown paper bag? And why can't we have our Chinese takeaway from paper cartons rather than these foil trays?
Yeah.
Who's this? Oh, look, right. This is the woman who got her finger pricked. Tetanus. Uh-oh. Finger. Lamp, you say?
I felt I could recognize the doctor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, because he saw the actual demon's face in the lamp, didn't he? So,
yes.
Mm.
So he could identify him in the lineup.
Yeah. Yes. Uh-oh. What's that she's making? Is that apples? Well, she's not making apples.
Because that looks like mainly peelings.
Yeah.
I was just caught on IMDb then. You know, they got those sections with trivia.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie, when they were doing the exorcism, they were saying the proper rite from the Catholic.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
All right. Does the church mind, or does the Catholic Church mind if you do that? They might think it's being sacrilegious.
I don't. I can't imagine they would. I think they might see it as accurate. I think there would be a worry that people would say, "Oh, that's the proper rite, so let's get the script, and then we'll carry that out ourselves."
Love interest.
How you doing? Wow, that's a big D. Oh, it's love. He's got a big D for Danny. Oh, he's come to fix the chainsaw.
I've come to fix your chainsaw.
Oh, isn't it nice to see romance blossoming?
Oh, would you show him the basement?
That's one word for it.
Look at her face.
Oh, she remembers.
Man, that jacket's a bit much.
That is.
Hey, Danny. Well, I love how they've still got that oven. They're still quite happy to cook other food in it. Now the bird's out.
Bird.
That'd be fine. Just give it a Febreze.
Or maybe they use the bird. Let's make some nice parrot pie.
Yeah.
I want it to go to waste.
Oh, thank you. Danny, would you lend me a hand, please?
On the upside, he's not going to
she's
get
got
knocked down
plans
in the
with Danny.
dark, is he?
He's got what? Sorry.
I said on the upside, he's not going to get knocked down in the dark, is he?
No, he's going to be all right, I think.
I think that the what's the maid's name?
I can't remember.
I think she's got plans for Danny.
Jody doesn't like George.
Yeah.
See why you want to
No.
store this sucker. It's a definite 4-bagger.
What the hell that means?
It's just the. Oh, are they getting rid of the lamp then, or just putting it in the basement?
Don't know.
Oh, be
Does he
careful
do
with
like an
that.
electrical pack test on it? Or what? What's he done?
Yeah. I wonder if that's like sitting in someone's house right now.
Oh, I bet it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What, the
I bet
prop?
the director or the
Yeah.
director and the writer are the same person. I mean, it's the MacGuffin from the film, isn't it? I bet he's got it.
Yeah, because you're not going to just chuck that on the tip, surely.
No.
Not when it's the central figure.
So why hang on to it? Hey, I'd get a few bucks for this down at the junkyard.
Careful.
Give me a couple of
Yeah.
I have a
bet you
weird
will.
thought when I'm watching films, and if I ever see people eating food, it
Mhm.
crosses my mind like, what would that food look like now? like if I'm like a 1950s film, and I get what would that sausage look like if I saw it now?
What if they just left it on the side?
Yeah, if they just left it there. Or like, would the apple be still intact?
That's
I don't know why I
very
think that
American
way.
thing, isn't it? The garbage disposal unit. We don't really have that here.
No.
Where it obviously
Oh.
chops up whatever food you got.
It's a really good idea,
Yeah.
but we don't have them.
It's
Yeah,
all-
look at the decals on the tiles. What's wrong with these
Oh,
people?
yeah.
You'll lose a hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that sort of
Oh.
thing.
Oh,
Oh,
Come
dear.
on, Ghost's gonna get the business going.
Oh,
Oh,
There we go. There it goes.
oh.
teased.
Here, take your hand out.
It's gonna get Danny.
You shouldn't mess
Yeah.
with the proposal once you've secured the switch.
Yeah, Danny
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah. And you're a junior.
Oh, clever lad.
Oh, right.
yeah.
I feel like there'd be a better way of doing that. Come on. I don't think I think his bowling days are over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. Yes.
oh,
Crap.
nice.
Oh, that's so gross.
Oh, dear.
Oh, poor Danny.
Oh,
Secure the switch. Why is she just screaming? Poor Danny.
It's always the hands in this. There's the prick the finger, the burnt hand,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mangled hand.
yes, that's true.
Oh, that house is so nice.
Oh, she just got back from the hospital or something.
So is it that the entity, the spirit, the demon has got into the electrics now? Well, we saw that kind of surge
Yeah.
of wire to the house as electrics.
Yeah. And this is quite ahead of its time in terms of like in the following decade, like Japanese horror would do loads to do with evil existing within like video cassettes or
Yeah.
within telephones or computers.
I wonder why it's just staying in the house, because surely it could go down the power lines.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
you could do the whole street, get the national
Yeah.
grid.
So has she just been to see Danny in the hospital?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Don't use any electrical appliances apart from all of the lamps. That's fine. And the phone's fine.
Now that we know it's all in the electrics, does anyone want to hazard a guess at how the house is going to attack next?
Hairdryer to the eyeball on
Ooh.
full
That would be a
And-
bad one.
over a few days. Melt the ball. Don't know.
No. I'm thinking
Uh-oh.
like a telephone line around the neck.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's dying, isn't she?
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's kind of.
That was a bit dramatic.
Come on, clench your fist.
Shouldn't he kind of just like tell a nurse or something?
He probably
Yeah.
should. Yeah. He's given her last rites, but she could be getting a flipping
Yeah, she might have another 10 years left.
Yeah.
A bit fatalistic.
Yeah.
She's over 42 though, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would be
you're
indecent
quite
and
right.
immoral
Yeah.
for her to survive.
Yeah, that's just physics.
Oh, having a little brew.
A little toddy or something, yeah.
What if that woman is in grave danger right this minute?
I once did some research and writing for a book at a monastery, and I would be in the library writing at night, but I'd always get distracted from the monks who would come in at about 8:00, knock on the door and say, "Peter, don't you want to come for some beer because we're celebrating this saint tonight?" And you'd go into this room and they'd all be sitting there drinking these really nice exotic ales, and they'd be like, "Today it's St. Thomas's Day."
I was going to say, isn't every day got a saint attached to it?
Pretty, I think so, yeah. Well, they just make one up. Today it's Saint Aldi.
This isn't trouble, Dennis.
That sounds a wild time.
This actor has been in a bunch of things. Can anyone look up this fella,
What, the
the old guy?
Mm.
Like he's been in loads of stuff.
What do you want from me? Help me convince the Monsignor.
Norman Lloyd.
Okay.
Let's have a look what he's been in.
There's always this delay tactic, isn't there, in these horror films where you have to, if they're going through the proper channels, it takes a while for them to convince the authorities to authorize an exorcism. Whereas in our landscape now, you don't have this as much because there's so many basically kind of like paranormal groups or self-styled demonologists or exorcists who just would go in there and do it.
If you weren't fussy about the credentials, you could get it delivered like an Amazon delivery the next day.
Yeah, pretty much now. Yeah, so it's like, oh, we'll come in and we'll sort that out.
Yeah.
I think you found a gap in the market there. Like Amazon Prime version of
exorcism.
Yeah.
Amazon exorcism.
Amazon Prime Evil. Thank you.
Very good. Well, Norman Doodad, Norman Nathan Lloyd did a lot of Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he did
they're really good
genre
those
stuff.
He was in the Dead Poets Society.
Ah, right. That would have
Don't
been
recognize anything else.
Oh yeah, whoever
Not long
said that the
before
phone was going, you were right. It was
yeah,
the
it was
phone
melting.
next.
Oh, what is that? What's it made of?
Dropped it in the yogurt.
See, he's hurt his hand. It's always hands.
It is hands. You're well spotted there.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up with her? She got a fly.
Why is she wearing her makeup in bed?
I don't know.
Oh, can you hear that low bass in the background?
Yeah.
Norman Lloyd is the older priest.
Yeah, he is, yeah. Oh.
Where's she gone?
She's gone to talk to the lamp again. That plant looks like it's knitted.
It crocheted, yeah.
That's where the younger priest actually, he was in all 3 seasons of Westworld.
Yes, he was.
Really?
Homeland.
Oh, what did he play?
Let's find out. Colonel Bingham.
Oh, okay.
Colonel Brigham, sorry.
I can't remember that character.
X-Files as well.
Boardwalk Empire too.
Oh, that was good.
Ooh, that's a nice shot. They got some nice shots in this film.
Yeah, it's reasonably well made, even though it's silly. But it's.
Is there some kind of stuffed animal in the background there?
It's like a possum, isn't it? Or something.
Oh,
yeah, it looks like it.
That window.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you think you're talking to your dead father, it would be like, why would you stop that? You know what I mean? Oh.
I feel really sorry for
bless
this
her.
kid. There's the sensible sister.
I like the THX style music going on.
Yeah.
At this point, I would burn that lamp. Why isn't the lamp being burned?
Oh. Oh, have you heard her calling out for her dad?
Yeah.
Huh? She switched that on and then off again. She's just like strolling in.
Is she going to see her dad as well?
I don't know. Something's going on.
Maybe she's going to see Captain Howdy.
What is she doing?
Oh, that was an anticlimax. I thought.
This is what my partner
It's not
calls
plugged
a
in.
false spruce scare. Oh,
She's waving it. She's really like underacting this. She's just. Yeah, that weird pig face. So
yeah, that looks horrible.
that's
And there's
could be a
possum
reference
over
to
the side.
Jodie the pig from the original film.
Possibly.
You know, in the actual book sequels, which I showed earlier, like it gets absolutely ridiculous. Like the Lutz family start going on publicity tours around the world, and the Jodie the pig is sitting on the wing of the 747 that they're flying in. So it's just crazy.
I really like the original one with Margot Kidder.
Yeah, me too.
Who was the guy who played her husband?
James Brolin.
Was it?
Yeah. Josh Brolin's dad
Oh, yes.
and Barbara Streisand's husband. And the reason he said yes to it is he was sent the script for the Amityville Horror and he was reading it. Oh, no, sorry, he sent the book. And they were saying they were going to make a film out of it. And he was reading it and he was going like, what is this crap? And then he got halfway through it and then he had a pair of trousers or something hanging on the door. And as he was reading it, the trousers fell off the door and landed on the floor and he leapt out of bed and he just got such a shock. He realized, actually, despite this being silly, I was prone to be scared. And he just thought, this is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
If that's how the book's making me feel. So he went for it.
He was sold by a pair of haunted trousers.
Haunted trousers, yeah. Go with God.
Talking of pairs of haunted trousers, have you guys seen the old...
Never heard that conversation started before.
the Fresno Nightwalker.
Yes.
I wanted, as the science experiment at the ASAP conference, to be me debunking that. I managed to find how it was filmed by the person who filmed it, the very first one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I found an original story thread, and when he showed it to the public for the first time, how it was done. And I wanted to create that, but I just didn't have the tools or a pair of white trousers.
Next year?
Maybe.
Yeah. I really enjoyed your talk this year.
Yeah, I liked your talk.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
How can Danny make that kind of mistake?
Right, so we got the electrician coming in now.
This is going to end badly. Look, he's holding something.
Kind of surprised they haven't had the electrics looked at already.
Is he another red shirt?
Yeah, who's this?
Looks like it.
Telegram.
Sign here, please. Sign one.
Oh, is this going to be news of the dead woman? Mate, look at that guy's hair. Awesome. Hey, he's got his cheeriness back after attacking everyone with the chainsaw.
I tell you who she looks like.
Who?
She looks like Nancy off Stranger Things.
Oh, she does.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, is this the telegram from the priest? Is it saying?
Yes, saying get rid of the lamp.
Do they still have telegrams for those days?
Yeah.
Telegrams, yeah. Because I suppose not everybody had a fax machine by then.
That's true.
No.
You still get telegrams today.
I really like that staircase.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? With the screen, with the spindles.
I'm in a bungalow and I long for a staircase at Christmas to wrap a garland around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you live in a bungalow, do you ever worry about intruders staring through your window at night, panting?
She does now.
I do now. Yeah.
Isn't that the first thing you think of when you switch the light off?
Well, no, but
Oh.
I did have one occasion where.
Sorry, she's
Ugh.
got black teeth. So you had one occasion when what?
Yeah, we did I think it was after episode 3 of doing the podcast, and we did about poltergeist or something. And there was a while afterwards where I turn off the light in the bedroom, and then I start hearing 3 knocks on the window. And then I sort of like put my hand on the window. I could feel it knocking. It wasn't like the wind or anything. And then it would move around, and I could feel it on the panes as it went around.
Blimey.
Oh.
See,
Yeah,
she
we always
looked
get
at the
weird
kid
things
there.
happen.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, look at his little ream of different coloured tape. He's prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got nothing to do with that family. It's that blooming lamp. Oh, that's fine then.
Well, that's just something dead in the water supply. That's fine.
Yeah.
The cat.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the cat in a while.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bit of sexual tension there.
Oh. Yeah. Got a Bridges of Madison County vibe.
Oh, she goes to bingo. I love this woman.
Who's this? Is this the priest?
This is going to be the priest.
Stop, dogs!
Oh, look. It knows.
Yeah, see, because if it was a Hoover, you'd have to have it go as a symbol of its arrival. It'd be just foolish.
And it would change its nozzle to a combat nozzle.
Nozzle.
Wow, does your Hoover have a combat nozzle? Wow.
It's the latest Dyson, haven't you heard?
Yeah.
Dyson with death.
Is it good? Oh.
You are rolling them out tonight.
Oh, this is a plumber.
Plumbing.
Red.
He's from the Plumbers, if you were in doubt, by the way. Plumbing on his back.
Assuming this guy is going to die, right?
Or at least get maimed.
Is this the guy?
Oh, he's going to find the cat.
He just arrived in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just walked in the house.
Yeah, he's going to find something.
Did he actually speak to anyone in the house? Did he just
let himself in?
Was there some ominous
oh dear, yes.
soundscaping here?
American houses, like with all these crawl spaces, have a lot of kind of room for creepiness and dead bodies.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
My friend noticed a smell in his house. It was in New York, and he put his hand up one of those ducts, and he could feel something furry. It was like a cat, so he pulled and pulled and pulled, and then it went, ugh, and only half the cat came away with it.
Oh,
so far gone.
Oh wow!
I don't know how he got the other half out.
I don't think I could hack being a plumber.
You'd see some gross stuff, yeah. I mean,
yeah, but you have to get in some funny positions and tight spots.
He's gonna get covered in like something, right?
What's that? Oh, tumble dryer.
I think it's the washing machine.
You shouldn't be doing that while the
while he's
working.
underneath it.
Does she know he's there? Because
yeah, maybe not. Maybe he spoke to the granny.
I would keep my mouth closed at this point because
the water's going to burst out.
Whatever's coming out is.
Well, that's cool, fact. What the hell?
Wouldn't you also run away there?
Oh, he's trapped.
Okay, fair play.
Oh. Yeah, it's nothing.
It sounds like a heavy piece of wood. You could get out.
Yeah, it looks like you could push that off.
Yeah, right?
Get moving, man. Oh, it's the slime stuff. Uh-oh.
Oh, it looks like my cooking.
Mm. Oh, the hand! It's the guys. It's Danny's hand.
It's remarkable.
Cool. Yes.
Nice ring, though.
Nice.
Water.
Does he get waterboarded by?
Yes. Did you like that? Did you like that sort of switch, that sieg from all of the liquid on his face to her slopping her soup out?
Yeah.
No, I'm all right.
That's a nasty way to go.
Bit of soup, maybe. Oh yeah, the van's just going to stay there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
What?
See, the ghost even knows
how to drive.
Yeah, took its theory test.
And it's steering as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
I wonder how far it drives it to. It takes it to Disney or something.
Potential for a spin-off side story there.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh. These kids are out of control.
Yeah, and you teenagers didn't clean their rooms. I didn't know they could make a mess that quick.
That knitted plant has changed, Deborah.
Oh, yeah.
It has, hasn't it? Because it did look knitted.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Giggling child somewhere.
Oh, is she with her
That's
dad
the only
again?
colour in the house, that one passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of migrainous green.
Mm. Or like asylum green.
Yeah.
Oh, they've locked that up, have they, that room? How'd the girl get in there then?
I thought there was someone hidden underneath that table then on the right. It's a picture.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting, that painting that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, was that an ancestor?
Oh, heck.
We meet again, maid. Your soup was crap, and for that, you must die.
And this time, you don't have a piece of metal to make a cross.
Yeah.
She's going to get plugged in.
She's pretty chill. I should say Susan Boyle.
Oh, you said this earlier, didn't you, Peter? Was it you who said?
I believe I called.
Yeah, you called that. Yeah.
Cable out of the. But I said it was a phone cable. Oh.
Priest. Oof. Hear that kind of church bell sort of signifier. Oh.
What it really means is, ooh,
Don't walk straight over the grass. Flippin' heck.
That's just rude. What's that in the middle of the grass?
Sort of stake peg?
Sprinkler?
Someone's going to get impaled on it.
Like,
oh, yeah.
I see the lamp's like, oh, crud.
You can hear flies too.
I bet you can buy replica lamps of that.
Oh, I bet.
I'm going to quickly look
I'm on it.
Oh, yeah, you let me know if you can.
Can you tidy my room first?
Yeah, do a good deed. Wow, she's interesting.
Come in and sit down.
No, I have to go.
Oh, this is a kickback to the first film where the priests would get violently ill and a nun gets ill.
Oh, as soon as they are close to evil.
Throwing up.
Yeah.
Straight across the grass again.
Is that supposed to represent like the infestation stage of a...
What, the flies?
Thing? Yeah. And that was the Ed and Lorraine Warren thing, wasn't it? The stages of possession.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a kind of... Well, there were flies in the original book, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, there were. But but again, when you're making a film, you just want shorthand ways of depicting evil. So putting a few flies in a window
will do the trick.
Does the trick, yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Diary, Went to a house today, felt physically sick. Best day ever.
The maid came on to me.
Yeah.
She's going to report.
They're making a lot of sound.
So the plumber, do you think they're going to report him being lost?
Nah.
Well, they saw it went off.
He's driven off,
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, all right. Chill out.
Ooh.
All right, so the plumber's dead in the basement.
Yeah.
The maid has been strangled and we assume dead upstairs.
Yeah, the telegram's gone.
There's a pile of vom where the priest has been.
And he's
What's
writing in
that?
his little diary in the...
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he's written.
They actually posted the postbox.
There's an drama. Then don't read it. But it's weird, Mom. Listen. I'm a priest who is a friend of your sister Helen. I must speak to you about the lamp she sent. It is extremely urgent. I'm staying at the roadside inn. Don't try to telephone. Come and see me, please.
Yeah, don't your telephone melting again. Good question.
Good question, kid.
Yeah. He's just like, okay.
He just really wants to buy the lamp.
Yeah.
Come all this way. That's a nice lamp. Talking about lamps.
Yeah, it
Tiffany
is,
one in
isn't
the
it?
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think anything else in that house is, you know how there was, obviously there's the lamp that's been infected, as it were, or possessed. Do you think any other items were also possessed and have gone down to other houses?
Oh, I see. So it's like spread out. I don't think so.
Well, it depends whether or not there's budget for Amityville
Nice.
5.
Well, yeah. You know, this because you can't copyright place names. It's why loads of films you just add the name Amityville on the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got a friend who directed Amityville Theatre, and you don't need any special permission for it to be part of the Amityville canon. You just say Amityville.
Because
So
it's
you could
a
have-
place that really exists.
Yeah. There's a film called
Have the
I'm sure there's
Amityville musical.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a film called the Amityville Dildo. Let me just check.
Of course there is.
Is it about a haunted dildo?
What's all the shouting about?
Oh no, Amityville Vibrator
Oh, okay.
from 2020. Kathy moves into a new home and soon comes into contact with a vibrator with ancient evil powers. Two researchers must locate the possessed item before Kathy and anyone else becomes a sex slave for Satan. And the poster says, "For God's sake, get off."
It's quality. I always need to watch that now.
2020.
I
Amityville
suspect
Vibrator.
the best thing about that whole film is that strapline.
Yeah.
That would have been in lockdown, wouldn't it? People were running out of ideas. Oh,
Oh, that was an evil smile.
Yeah.
I really don't like the mum, so I hope she bites it.
Oh, do you not like them? I kind of feel I empathize with her. She's in a tough
Really?
situation. You know, husband, the love of her life's dead.
Dun-dun-dun.
And he wasn't even old. He was 42.
He was
Exactly.
42.
Put the police for someone just making a mess of the room.
It's going to get everyone coming in and reacting. Whoa.
Whoa.
Bit uncalled for.
Oh, that's a nice phone.
Yeah. She's pretty
That works.
intense with the eyes. Daddy did it. Cracky, if it was my kid, I'd be like heartbroken for them. I'd think like, crack, she's having a breakdown.
Yeah.
I mean,
Daddy did it.
I don't think I'd be angry as much as just really scared. Like, regardless of a supernatural thing, I mean, like, she's grieving and. Oh. Oh.
Oh no,
This
back
dude,
out up
man.
into the attic again.
Look at those trainers.
Yeah, they'll be huge. High techs.
Yeah. Don't go in there. Oh. Now put your hand over your face to make it worse. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, eyes wide. Stealing a necklace.
I was thinking of that. Yeah.
Oh, her hands.
Well, she clearly tried to have a go at it before.
Knocked on the.
Oh.
I think she's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, they think their little girl killed her.
I think so, Mrs. Evans. Don't you? Really?
You know, a lot of the Amityville films are kind of ridiculous, and this is still ridiculous, but this plot-wise, this is a fairly logical pattern. Like, people are reacting in ways which are
There's no guarantee when it comes to court.
Yeah.
not absolutely insane.
But money on heart.
Look at those checks. That
Yeah.
Issue on the door.
Yeah, it looks like a television test pattern, doesn't it?
Which indicates she had some strength. And she opened the door.
Yeah, the collar's up again. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Also, people didn't feel at all self-conscious about incredible comb-overs in those days.
No.
He had gone home.
What made her think that? Do you mind if I have a chat with her?
Oh, he's going to bite it, isn't he?
If you suspect a kid, though, of, like, maybe murder, do you just leave it if you're a police person?
That's a good point, you know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or do you have to go, we're going to have to talk to the kid now?
Like, worry for their safety.
And the rest of
Either
the
way.
family.
Yeah, or they might run off.
And yeah, they couldn't really have done anything forensic in those days, could they? I mean, now you could get fresh DNA evidence and everything.
Yeah. I could make that as a notification sound on my phone. You know, when you get
Oh, another good check.
There wasn't even any strangulation.
And
I was going to say, yeah.
yeah, because that's pretty clear.
For a little while, I have to meet someone.
I feel like there should be bruising on her neck or something.
Amanda's room. Amanda, you stay with her. Don't let her.
But you get black ball hemorrhages in your eyes as well with strangulation, and
Black
hemorrhages on
ball
your cheeks.
hemorrhaging.
Yeah, black. Yeah, you get.
What do you mean, black
hemorrhaging in
eyes?
your eyeballs.
Oh,
No, not
in
black
your
eyes. Yeah, actually in your eyes. Yeah, so they
Well,
look
that's
like
terrifying.
cue balls.
Oh.
Yeah, strangulation's reasonably easy to identify, I think.
Oof.
Is the girl singing?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's
I think
creepy.
that Dolly's
I think my
hair is
husband's singing to
pendant.
our son next door, so it's like, what?
Oh.
Give the doll the comb over.
Yeah. Being inspired by the policeman. Oh no, she looks a bit evil.
Is that a kid's? Is that a kid's high chair behind there?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
So the mum has kept the high chair. No, it's a high chair, kid's high chair with a panda on it, I think, which implies maybe the mum, the grandmother, kept her own daughter's high chair. Sentimental about the past.
Got a fly in here with me.
Don't want to go upstairs.
Yes, I wouldn't do that, I don't think, if I were him.
Oh, the light's on.
Yeah.
It's going to be in there.
Stay away, man.
Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
Mom told me to lock the door. But the light was still on in there. What light?
Yes. Perhaps the lamp needs a fresh victim.
Yeah. Oh, Brian, he's just doing what he's told.
Just buffeted around. More checks. She's wearing a checked skirt now.
Mm. Oh, she's gone to the bar with the priest. What's he doing? Nice.
Checks,
yeah. Costume designer really like checks.
God, if you made a drinking game out of checks.
That looks like she's wearing the jacket that the coroner guy was wearing.
Doesn't it?
They're the same jacket.
Have you seen my Aunt Helen? My mother is very concerned. She hasn't been able to make contact with her.
Your aunt passed away yesterday.
Oh.
Obviously, you never received my telegram. I don't know why that should surprise me.
How? What happened to her?
Tetanus.
Nobody else has been pricked by the lamp, though.
No, they've teased us with it a couple of times, haven't they? With people getting really close.
Do you think something's going to get thrown down that cliff?
Yes.
Hopefully the lamp.
I was going to say maybe the lamp.
Yeah.
Do you find this, if you're looking into kind of real life paranormal shenanigans in people's houses, that it has a strain on family relationships?
Yeah, it's usually a sign of strain of family relationships.
Oh, right. Okay. Like, you mean pre-existing strain?
Yeah.
And it kind of
like chicken and egg.
The evil escapes through symbolic supernatural activity.
Or people express their distress in a different language.
Yeah.
You can't address it directly. Start worrying about something else.
It's still kind of creepy, that.
Yeah, that is.
Have you seen Amityville 2? The Possession? No. That's really dark. That's the darkest, most disturbing Amityville of them all. It's quite good, actually, but that one...
Is that actually based on anything that happened?
Yeah, it's a prequel, so it goes back to tell you the story of the...
DeFeo.
The DeFeo family massacre, but it puts in the DeFeo's theory that he was possessed by a demon. But it's, it's crazy. It's like,
did he try that in court?
Yeah. But in the film, like DeFeo starts having sex with his sister and stuff. It's all like kind of pretty weird. Oh, phone's going off.
Oh, here we come. Dad's back.
She does her little smiles and stuff, but she's kind of more just sort of cutesy with it rather than scary.
Rather than evil.
The cat's all right.
Like I feel
is
like
the cat
that's
going to find the plumber?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Ooh.
Oh,
Lean out the window.
Did you get yourself stuck up there?
No, just levitated up there.
oh, she's gonna go out and help.
Come on, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
Oh, it's going to be a guillotine moment.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh, just a knock her out thing.
Right.
I think like tonight's the night. This lamp's like we've got a priest on the case, so we're gonna have to. Yeah, there you go. Crank things up.
Nose?
I can feel it.
Is it afraid of you?
What you make of this stuff about like eBay and people sort of selling haunted objects on eBay and people buying it?
Oh, you're scary.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of book boxes, a lot of haunted dolls.
There's the debit boxes, yeah.
Yeah.
I think people are interested in the story rather than the doll itself.
The object.
If you
Oh, yeah.
read the descriptions, they are very similar in terms of their history. I think people buy into that character then, and that's what they then keep and they believe is the best or has an entity or a spirit attached to it.
When we get there,
You see it a lot on like TikTok, people who've bought a box off eBay and then do an unboxing.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's illegal still, it was 20 years ago, to claim that something was haunted because you couldn't claim something that couldn't exist or couldn't be proved. Mind
Oh,
you,
do you mean claim it in terms of a sale?
Yeah. So if you were selling a service or a product that didn't exist, after the
Yeah.
1735 Witchcraft Act, you weren't allowed to pretend to have powers
Oh,
that
how
you couldn't.
interesting.
And it was overtaken by different legislation after.
That's right, it's the Consumer Rights Protection Act, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was superseded eventually by European
Right.
legislation, and I don't know what the present state of
Well,
things is.
Well, if it is illegal, I don't think anyone's pressing charges because
No,
you see
everybody's still
haunted
buying.
objects all over the shop.
And they would get out of it by saying, they're selling an object. It's
Yeah.
just a story associated with it.
But it took 8 priests last time. Now it's just one who's also a bit nervous.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. That's a good point. Yeah. How is he up to the job all by himself?
Yeah.
Maybe they weakened it before when there was 8 of them. Talking about haunted objects, I've seen a spike a lot in online of Robert the Doll.
Oh yes.
Or even like it's like, well, the theory goes even its image, like in a photograph, can curse you. Because you've got to ask his permission, haven't you?
This poor girl's head. She needs some medical attention. Oh. Crap. Jam.
Oh, more ooze.
Man, if my kid was in a room, locked in a room, and I saw blood oozing down, you would like...
You wouldn't need the axe.
Exactly. You smash it down. Like...
This is camera shaking before, became serious.
Yeah.
It was like a camera shake of the shot.
Hmm.
What?
On the grass again.
He's going in.
So why did it have to be the bloke doing that? Like,
Yeah.
the mom could have easily done that. She's very with it. She could have.
If it's your kid, you just got through there with your hands. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's moving.
It's so going to go through the window.
Yeah, and down the cliff. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ah,
just doing a bit of floaty. Oh, crap. Ah! is she laughing there? Oh, wow.
go on, chop the little girl's arm off. Oh,
Oh,
I see. No, I got that right.
That's drastic. Oh, here he comes.
Here he is again.
Now, finally, she realizes it wasn't the kid's fault.
It's not your daddy.
Do you think her
looks
dad
like
actually
she's
looked
fairly
like that?
composed in the background there. I would be
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
considerably more. Oh, here we go with the special
Oh,
cable thing.
there he is. The kid's got the knife.
It's like the master off Buffy, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
In comes Granny.
Oh,
Ooh.
cool. Granny's just sorting this out. Should have done that at the beginning.
Called it.
Oh, he's attached to it, man.
Oh,
Oh, over the jacket. Oh, good.
yes. Shame about the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah. Oh, look, gentle music back. We've cast out the
Nobody's found a plumber yet.
evil. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. How long before he starts to smell?
Yeah.
Now, according to Wikipedia, it says here, despite the destruction of the house at the conclusion of the Amityville 3,
Yeah.
let's make an appearance in the movie.
Yes.
Films after 3D usually do not pick up after the previous film was left off, so no explanation given as to how the house is still standing.
Of course, it was destroyed in the third one.
Possible that the film thus takes place before Amityville 3, due to the house being empty at that time. At the
Makes
yard
sense.
sale. And this is later explained in Amityville It's About Time, where the furniture that was left in the house of the beginning of the film is believed to have been owned by the Lutz family of the first movie. And the film also makes reference to the possession.
Amityville It's About Time is so funny.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And we've made a few converts there.
Thank you,
They
Father.
start having time shifts and stuff in that film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hi, Grandma. Can't find my purse.
Grandma's like a badass, man. She's the one who
Ooh.
saved the day.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if you had all that tension, you thought we were falling apart, and you realised there's an external invader you could blame?
A
You
lamp.
just go back to happy families.
The mother has a thing for Space Invader type cardigans, doesn't she?
She
Yeah.
really does.
Crochet knitwear.
I love you.
Oh, I love you. Flippin' heck, you see our reaction? Say I love you back.
Oh.
Like, whatever.
Was that her mother-in-law? That's not her mother, is it? That's her mother-in-law.
Oh, no, it's her mother, isn't it?
I thought it was her mother. I don't
Yeah.
know though.
Yeah, it's well, as far as I know, that's her mother, and that's their grandma.
Oh.
So is Granny going on
But just
I
holiday?
call
might
her
have got
grandma.
this wrong.
Let's go look for the plumber.
Yeah.
It's really over.
Oh, is there going to be like a hint that it's not over?
Yeah, nobody's mentioned the poor plumber, have they?
Yeah. Maybe they're going to pick up a torch. It's going to flicker.
Oh,
here we go. What's this? Oh, didn't they even go down to check it?
That's just
the
literary.
cat.
Oh.
Is it in the cat now?
Well, that's how they got the cat down there anyway, still eating whatever they gave him.
Oh,
Oh my God,
yes. It's in the cat, which they didn't
brilliant.
follow up. They just decided, now let's
That's
stick
a
with
shame they didn't follow that up.
Well, hats off to Amityville for The Evil Escapes for somehow managing to make a feature-length film about a haunted floor lamp.
Yeah. And what a
can't-
lamp it was.
Yeah, it can't have been an easy sell.
It says here also the AV Club website cites Amityville 4 as the one movie listed in an article called Night of the Killer Lamp, number 23. Ridiculous movie.
Oh, that's the only one.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I enjoyed that. I quite like.
It's a good choice.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it, that we understood intuitively that the thing, whatever it was, could pass from medium to medium. So we have this sort of sense that there can be things in objects, and it can pass into an animal. So, and you don't need an explanation for that. Somebody didn't have to say that. We automatically get it.
Yeah, and I think we get that now, particularly because we've got a steady stream of films in which technology is the conduit for evil. But I don't know. Maybe back in 1989, this was. I'm not saying it was revolutionary or anything, but I'm trying to think of other films, where the ghosts are so kind of manifested in object. But I think also that one of the things about this film is it kind of reminds me a bit of Final Destination and those films where. The forms of death. There's a malevolent force of death in the world, but it's accidents basically. It's like accidental deaths that are somehow orchestrated by an evil. And I think maybe because this is made in 1989, it's got reminiscent vibes of the disaster movies of the 1970s, where that was just such a big thing. Like the natural world would kill us, and so this is somehow combined supernatural and natural disaster and created a
I suppose they did that a lot in The Omen, didn't they? How the deaths happened in that. It was all looked like an accident. Yeah,
because you can watch The Omen as a cynic completely and see it as just people being really wrong about accidents or it being the devil at work, which I love how that does that. Yeah. What did you think of the acting?
You know what?
Stellar.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't outstanding. Nobody was going to win an Oscar, but it was fine.
Yeah, I thought the kids were a bit ropey, but I thought I like the leads. The
cat
woman.
was really good.
Oh, the cat was just exceptional.
The cat was superb. Yeah.
Upstaged
Personally,
by the bird.
lamp. Now the
lamp. Yeah. Did you find out whether or not
down.
you could get a replica of the lamp?
No, I didn't.
That's a good question.
Let's get the old Google machine out, because that lamp, I guarantee, is got to be out there.
Yeah. While you're looking for that, so these films, these books, which are the Amityville books, unfortunately, I don't actually have the book on which I think this film was based. The Evil Escapes. These are just some of the Amityville books. But it's an interesting story, Amityville, because for some people they see it as a convincing haunting. A lot of people are more cynical about it, but I'll say, I mean, you read some reports about it, reviews about it there, where they say basically it's a kind of example of an extreme version of child abuse, where a family deliberately make up stories and force their kids into it. But then you watch I don't know if you've seen the documentary My Amityville Horror, with one of the kids growing up, and he talks about how stuff really happened.
Didn't they admit it though? Didn't they admit that it was a hoax because they were falling behind with their mortgage payments?
Where was that?
The Amityville Horror. I thought they admitted.
There is something. Let's
And then later on, the kids saying, no, it really did happen, again, could be either sort of a disturbed remembering of it, or he could have needed some money too.
From what I remember, the son who came to one of the ASAP webinars, he said that his stepdad was into some pretty dark stuff.
That was it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But a lot of the sensationalist things, sort of like the pictures and the demonic apparitions in photographs, were the Warrens seeing things that weren't really there.
Well, I've dropped a link in there for a mail order. Amityville Demon Lamp.
No way, really?
Yes,
No.
It's all full size, is it? Wow.
No,
£50.
it's crocheted.
Oh,
it's lovely.
Right. Oh, that's quite sweet.
Lovely little face.
It's not on anything other commercial sites. It looks like it's only made as like on Etsy.
Cool.
But I couldn't find anything really. Was just
like
pointing
a
to the
plush
release and so on.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't see.
I
I couldn't see one either. I googled it and I couldn't see one. I think it's probably a prop that was made and now owned by the director.
That
Yeah,
would surprise me.
but yeah, so Amityville's it's a very controversial and divisive thing. I think a lot of people I speak to these days just sort of look at it with complete cynicism and talk about basically George Lutz in particular trying to just accentuate this thing. And there was talk, I think there was a lawyer who said that they just came up with this story over a bottle of wine one night and then brought it out. But then, you know, who knows, I suppose.
You hear that a lot with things like Enfield, like that it was sensationalized so that they could get the publicity and the money.
Mm-hmm. And certainly in the books, like it just gets crazy ridiculous. Like there's a bit where George Lutz learns karate and he uses that as one of the main ways of fighting the demon. And so it's like
that's so naff. And it was really popular at the time. I mean,
yeah, it was,
Kung Fu on the telly and
yes, that's
Bruce
right.
Lee and
Bruce
all
Lee,
that.
Yeah. So there's a bit in the books where he's like, I knew learning karate would come in handy. And so he's battling the demon, and then the family gather around and hold hands in a circle and kind of wish love into him to power him up. And then they all set up on the demon and kick the crap out of it. It's it's pretty nuts. But the films don't match the books. The books kind of go into different directions. The rest of the Amityville films are really quite different. The one after this one, Amityville Time, no, the one about It's About Time is completely different. It's fun, but it's completely different.
How many Amityvilles were there?
How many? There's loads of them.
Like you said, I think because you can attach any name to it because it's a name. Anything can be branded as being Amityville as such.
Yeah.
The bit that really scared me from the first film was when he went down to the boathouse. It's so long ago, I can't remember the details, but I think, and he turned around and looked back at the house and he could see the profile of the horrific, whatever it was. It might have been a profile of a pig and with its red eyes.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
And that just...
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that, yes.
That was so scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that is scary, that bit. And I found, and I really, one of the scenes I found scary in the original Amityville Horror is when Margot Kidder is like worried about James Brolin, her husband, because he's going crazy and she's worried about it. And she does the classic scene that you see in horror films of the 70s and 80s where she goes to the library and starts researching and she's flicking through the microfiche and it's like, and Lalo Schifrin's score is going over the top. It's really spooky and scary. And she finds a report about the original slaying in the Amityville Horror, and she goes through it and she stops it, and she's got these big glasses on and she goes like this, and the camera cuts to Ronald DeFeo and he looks exactly like her husband. And it's like
he changes throughout the film, doesn't he?
He's turning into the murderer of these people. And of course, this is a real murder. You know, this is real action in real life. This is one of the reasons I think the film was so powerful at the time in a kind of pop culture way, is because it was an interesting mix of the supernatural and true crime.
Yeah, and the satanic panic, like you said earlier.
And the satanic panic, yeah,
really sort of
Fueled it.
tuning into the zeitgeist.
I was going to say in the modern words, it's a hit in its SEO in Google terms. It hits all the
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. But no, I've got a soft spot for Amityville films. I think based on the first one and the second one being so, I think, quite powerful. But the rest of them are kind of pretty silly, but in a fun way. I think there's 8 official ones, and then they start getting all these extra Amityville Death House, Amityville Asylum, Amityville Vibrator.
Who this? I think it was definitely a television movie. It says here it was a 1989 American made-for-TV supernatural horror film written by Sandor Stern, and obviously, I think it was shown on NBC, and This is the only sequel to be based on a book in the main book series, Amityville: The Horror Returns.
Right.
But that film was never made. It was never explained in the movie how the house is whole again. Certainly explained at the end of the third movie. I think that I mentioned earlier that it sits slightly earlier, or that scene slightly earlier. It does sort of make sense.
Do you think they put the cat in at the end with an actual view to making the Amityville cat?
I bet they did. Yeah, I bet they would do anything that they could make into the next story. Yeah, just from a business point of view, just in case you could.
Yeah, which makes sense. It'd be weird if you didn't, I suppose.
Yeah.
When was Pet Sematary done? Because maybe there was a
89.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same year. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Who wrote Pet Sematary? Oh, that's
Stephen King.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
I rewatched Pet Sematary a week ago with my wife because she'd never seen it before, and I always thought of it as being one of the scariest horror films I saw when I was younger, and she just laughed all the way through, saying it was absolutely ridiculous. And being able to watch it from her point of view, I was surprised at how bad the acting was of the main
when
character.
it's something you've seen when you're younger.
Yeah, still scary.
It's so much scarier.
Like most Stephen King books,
Disney horror film.
Yeah, like most Stephen King things, it was better in the book than it was in the film.
The book is scary. Yeah.
But
I just remember the film being scary at the time. I mean, and I've rewatched. I still think it's got some really scary moments, but it's amazing when you sit with somebody who just plows through all of the nostalgia and it's like, this is silly. This looks like a soap opera or whatever.
Yeah.
Ruin my childhood, wife.
Yeah. We're talking about soap opera. I mean, that one we just watched, Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes, does certainly have a soap opera-like feel to it. But it almost felt like everyone sort of kind of acted as if the occurrences were real, as if they were happening to them, as opposed to, no one was overly freaking out, no one was acting kind of mental and crazy. Everyone kind of felt they were still trying to live their family life.
Yeah, I've got respect for actors when they do that, when they don't dial it in.
Yeah, it's like BBC Doctors.
Doctors.
Ever watched that show?
No, but interesting. I mentioned the guy I know who made Amityville Playhouse. That was it.
Yeah.
He also works on Doctors.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's working on Doctors, but he's always wanted to make an Amityville film, and he just realized, well, actually, I'll just make one and call it Amityville, and I'll book myself to go over to America for a couple of weeks and film some outdoor shots and do and just hire some Americans in England. And it's on Netflix.
Oh, really?
And he's written like a making of book about it. I've read the book.
Wow, fantastic.
What's it called again?
Amityville Playhouse. But I mean, the acting is really rather low rent. And it's got 1 star it's got in there. But
he made it, and it's hard to make a movie, so that's
exactly.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's
got a lot of respect for this guy.
I just looked up Doctors. There's 23 seasons of it.
Wow.
I think what it is, I think it's almost like a testing pot for BBC writers, for production guys. It's like a development school, effectively. And I think that's what it's geared towards, whether you work in production or wardrobe or makeup or screenwriting. I think it's kind of a college, effectively, what the BBC production. It's like writing.
Does anybody watch it, though?
No.
I guess there must be enough to keep it on the air.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I think if it gets renewed, then
Yeah.
You always know, like whenever, like if you watch a film and the highest number is in a sequence of films, like, you know, Amityville 8, let's say, like that, you just know the last number is always the one that didn't make money.
Yeah.
And you know that all of the other ones did.
Yeah.
No matter how bad.
They made enough.
Enough, yeah.
But do you think that actually dilutes the effect? So let's take some other franchises like, say, Saw or the Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street. I guess Saw actually became more popular because it sort of became it's a continuing soap opera and drama. You know, they wanted to see what happens next to these characters. How does this link into the almost like the Marvel movies? They all kind of tie into each other. And I think people wanted to see more. But you're right. Most films, there's a curve, an apex curve, and then it drops away. You're only keeping the hardcore audience, but just getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
What's that law that you will rise in an organization to a point of incompetence? You know, because you'll keep going till you're good, and then you'll go somewhere where you're no good anymore. I can't remember what it is, but and you'll stop because you can't go on anymore. It's the same kind of thing with films, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, but then but then you can get sequels which are actually really good, and it's just the zeitgeist changes, and so it doesn't make money because people aren't interesting, and it's not necessarily a reflection of the film itself, I guess. But
Exorcist 3 was fantastic.
Particularly
Exorcist 3 was
2.
2 was awful. I mean, it was like 3 was the real sequel.
Yeah.
Exorcist 2 is The Heretic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. I haven't seen Exorcist 3.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh yeah, it's worth seeing.
See it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's on.
Let's put it on
Amazon
a list.
or something.
We'll put it on the list. I've got an idea of what I need to see and research what I think I would like the next episode to be, based on a few of the things we've said here tonight. And I don't want to spoil it now because, of course, we're recording, so that might change. So for the time being, let's perhaps draw this to an end then. So this was our experiment, our first attempt. This is going to be going out probably the week of Halloween. Well, I'm not quite sure what the weekdays look like of Halloween. So
I think Halloween is a Monday. On
Monday. So I think this makes sense basically to put it out as an audio podcast from the Saturday. Then allow people to download it, and then they can go and watch the film on Amazon Prime, as we've just watched Prime Video, and they can click it and like it. So potentially the next one then maybe has to be on something that, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you might have Netflix. Should we find a Netflix?
Oh, okay,
yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
circle it round. So look, thanks for joining us for this experimental time as we play with this new concept. I think it's quite interesting. It allows, of course, people of different perspectives, people who are interested in the paranormal, the unusual, the strange, the weird, the wonderful, the folklore and stuff, who have an interest in movies. And I think this has some legs to go somewhere. So please, if you have enjoyed this podcast and you've enjoyed listening along to the banter that we've had, please leave us your feedback. We really appreciate it, because any feedback is something to build on for next time. And so please keep in touch. I guess we'll by this time have social media outlets where you can come and tap us up. So I guess I won't say thank you very much from me, but I'll allow you all to thank yourselves in turn and where they can find what your content is that you put out. So, Bethan, tell me a bit about yourself and where they can plug you, basically.
I'm Bethan Briggs-Miller. I'm host of Eerie Essex and Spectre of the Sea. You can find me on all social media. One's all about folklore, really. So if you like spooky stories told in a lovely Welsh accent, come find me.
Oh. Peter?
Hi, I'm Peter Laws. I'm an author and podcaster, and you can find me at peterlaws.co.uk, predictably enough. And I host what do I do? Frightful podcast, which is a scary true stories thing. I do another show called Our Curious Past, which is like remarkable and interesting tales from history. And also I host Creepy Cove Community Church, which is like immersive church services broadcast from a haunted, mysterious fishing town where all horror movies are real. So yeah, that's me.
Deborah?
I'm Deborah Hyde, and you'll find me at deborahhyde.com. I love dark and creepy stuff, but I don't believe in any of it. So I'm more into kind of, folklore and anthropology, looking at why people believe in this stuff, because it still matters that they believe. So I'm mainly on Twitter. I'm at Jean Domain. But if you go to the website, obviously there's links to all the social. I'm on Instagram. Don't do a lot on Facebook. Don't like it quite as much, but mainly on Twitter. Come and join me there.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us for this. My name's Kristian Lander. This has been... what was the title we were going to give this? Because I never actually decided.
It was A Dark and Stormy Night.
It's a marketing decision, isn't it? It's very important.
Yeah, and I think there was a couple of ones I initially tagged. Have like a Google file, a Google Docs both. And I remember I wrote some ideas in there. But the fact that when I created the group chat for all of us four to have a bit of a back and forth conversation what we were going to do, I mean, I actually just off the top of my head wrote, "It's a dark and stormy night to watch a movie," and I think actually now that works.
That's good. Yeah,
I like that.
I'm going to stick with that. So it was a dark and stormy night to watch a movie. So thank you very much once again. This will be available for Halloween, with more to come. So till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Watch your lamps.
Yeah, check all your lamps.
Well, that was fun. Thank you for inviting me to.
Tonight is a dark and stormy night to watch a movie.